What's going on, guys? I'm Samurai and I'm back here to bring you another video today. In this video, it is the return of my Infinity Blade with Subscribers series. I'm playing with subscribers multiplayer in Infinity Blade 1. If you want to play me, my GameCenter is Silversabeast. I will have to clear out some space to add you as a friend because I think GameCenter still caps out at 1,000. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. So yeah, I haven't done this series in a while. I did it with last time. I think it was a DJ Xavier in 1999. I don't know if he still does YouTube. I haven't talked to him in a while. But anyway, today we're playing with Ryan Tran, one of my longtime, most loyal subscribers. Love this guy. And he is the Titan. I am the Knight. For some reason, whenever I got matched up with him, I became the Knight. And this match was really weird because we got disconnected. We're about to get disconnected right here. Like after the first couple swipes into this battle. You'll see he attacks and hits me, and then after this, he's not going to attack again. We ended up losing connection here, and we actually lost connection again, but after that, we were able to get a full match in. You can see, yeah, connection lost. That's what I thought. So, I went back to multiplayer and invited him again, and if you can see my character, you could just see it for a couple seconds there, but I'm actually on my iPad Air 2 until I transfer my save from my iPad 3. I'll not be able to have my old save on here, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think it's not that difficult to transfer saves, but we'll see what happens. Hope I can transfer that over though. I want to play some on my original save. So yeah, his name is Eyepatch. Not really sure why, but I'm the Knight again. It's a great curse because being the Knight is great. If you don't know, the way the multiplayer system is set up, it's very if you're skilled, if two skilled players are playing, it's better to be the Knight. And if two not as skilled players are playing, it's actually probably better to be the Titan. It's kind of hard to judge, but being the Knight, you kind of control the battle if you know what you're doing. You choose when tap battles occur, and you get to hit just whenever the Titan runs out of moves, and the Titan only gets to hit you when you make a mistake. So, yeah, but won that match, and we ended up getting disconnected here after this. We got disconnected for some reason after the first break. In our first two disconnects, it was always after the first break of a fight. But, so yeah, I'm going to hit him here, and you're going to see he's not going to attack again. Just going to stand there. That's usually a sign of disconnection, or if it's not, it's a sign of the other person is doing something else. So yeah, I invited him one last time in a last-ditch attempt to see what would happen. And I do want to play with you guys. I'm hoping to play with some of my fellow YouTubers, maybe Time in the Vial, maybe some other people from the forums I want to play with, but I also want to play with you guys too. So yeah, I know you guys left a lot of comments, but on this video, just let me a comment, and I'll try to set up a time with you, either through personal messaging on YouTube or just normal comments. But I'm already friends with a bunch of you, and I'm sorry I can't be friends with all of you, but it would be hard to be friends with all of you because I have about 5,000 subscribers now, and you can only be friends with 500 people on GameCenter, which is a huge limitation. I think Apple needs to fix that because being an iOS YouTuber is very difficult if you can only be friends with 500 people on GameCenter. But that's neither here nor there. That's not really something I have control over. Well, I'll just have to see if Apple fixes that, changes that, modifies that in the future. But anyway, we're moving on in this multiplayer video. Won the first match, and we're actually not going to get disconnected here. Surprise, surprise. And I know I've said it before, but I really wish Infinity Blade 3 or 2 had multiplayer because this is great, but imagine what they could do with dual and heavy in a multiplayer setting. Maybe Cyrus vs. Easy. I don't know. It just, the possibilities are pretty endless, and I don't know if they just didn't do it because they couldn't figure out the server issues, because Infinity Blade 1 has some serious disconnecting issues, and they were never really fixed. But, I don't know. So yeah, he's attacking. He's coming at me with... Here we go. And this attack, I was kind of screwed here because I was out of shield points, and it's really hard to block that attack without shield points because there's one hit that you can't dodge, I think, and then I tried to parry the other one, but I ended up scratching because parrying is a little more difficult in Infinity Blade 1. But I did end up winning the match either way. So here we're going with fire. Maybe he thought we were going to go with electricity. It's kind of a mind game you can play because that you can make them think you're going for one element and then you switch to another one. It's It's got a little interesting element to it being the night. And I actually played with a random right before I recorded this video. Or right before I recorded this video, I was actually playing Infinity Blade 3, trying to kill Dragoor, which I'll have a video on Dragoor whenever I do end up killing him. I put some damage into him earlier. And he's attacking slow here, trying to juke me out. But randoms on here, it's just, I recorded a random fight, but it was a fight with a random, but it was just so, I felt like it was so boring to watch, because randoms on here just don't know how to play the game at all. That's just how it is. They just can't play. So yeah, we have won 3, and it's round 4, and we're going block break, and here I kind of knew I was going to win because I had this super saved up, which can pretty much knock out a ton of health, especially with the elements on my side. So yeah, I got victory here, and we tried to play again. We tried to switch so he could be the Titan. We tried to continue the match so he could be the Knight, but it ended up not working, and it was pretty sad because I would have liked to see. I mean, I think I've played against him in the past. I would have liked to play against him as a Knight, because that kind of shows you, because you can't really tell who's better from just Titan vs Knight. You have to have people be on both sides of the coin to really tell who's good and who's good at it and who's not, because I know that Ryan Tran's good at being the Knight. He just didn't get the chance to show it here, but hopefully maybe we get to play again in the future, and I'll upload that if I get to see him being the Knight. So yeah, it's just loading forever. That means disconnected. But thank you guys for watching. I'll have some more videos up soon. I am Saburai, and I am out.